Collective, welcome. This is Divine Empress 71. I'm coming back at you to do another reading. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. So what I have on the table here is I I knew you were the one when I met you. Um, I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. I want I want to treat you in the way that you deserve. Then we have separation around summer, and then we have reminiscing. Collective, Lord have mercy. Okay, you could have. This could have been somebody you could have met around the summertime, or maybe this could have been when y'all separated. When you separated yourself from this person. But definitely, your silence got this person longing for you. There seems to be some regret here. But this person knew who you was when they met you, so they felt like you was their person. But they didn't treat you right. They didn't treat you in the way that they should have. And that's why and they know that that's why you left. That's why you separated yourself. Since you've been gone, they've been reminiscing, thinking about you, thinking about all the times shared and spent, all the good, all the good times, looking at photos if they have them. You know, I just see a lot of regret here. Just I don't know, just just a spirit of just like, man, you know, I messed up. You know, I messed up. This is, I could hear him saying it. The deep regret. I guess this, and see, they listen to other people. The I don't know, it could have been so-called family members, friends. They could have been jealous of what they had with you. And so they threw some salt, in the game. They threw a monkey wrench in, you know what I mean? They uh helped this person sabotage what they had with you. They sabotaged the blessing. Um but anyway, I'm gonna pull some tarot and then we'll get deeper into it. All right. Queen of Swords, Aquarius. An Aquarius could be significant. Um, you could have been in this Queen of Swords energy when you separated yourself from this person. I mean, you cut this person off. Like, I mean, it's all about making the right decision. Standing on truth, standing on your business. standing up for yourself, being clear about what you want and what you don't want, being clear about what you deserve, and also wanting clarity as to where you stand. Because one thing about Queen of Swords, this is somebody that's been through some things. That's that's why they have this hard outer shell. You know, they feel like that they have to be this way to protect themselves. You know, because you could have been somebody who trusted too many of the wrong kind of people, and it has made you this way. It will. It will make you this way. You was in this Queen of Swords energy when you cut this person off. You may be looked at as, somebody, you're very intelligent, you're funny, you know, um, but somebody who's logic at the same time, you know. You could have an emotional side to you, but at the same time, some of you still got that other side where you can, um, pull that sword out and let that other side come out. You know, if they asking for it, you gonna give it to them. I just put it like that. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. Scorpio could be significant. This could have been a love that was unrequited. Um, this person could have came in with some lies. Some lies. Things were not what it seemed. It was. They fed you a bunch of BS. They could have looked at you as somebody who was naive too. Maybe you could have had poor boundaries with this person. And what I mean by that is that like if this was somebody that was on and off with you, you could have done it so many times with them where they felt like they could just come back whenever they felt like it. I feel like this was a one-sided situation too, where one gave more than the other as well. This was not. I mean, this is somebody that if they could be romantic, they could be full of passion, but it was really all for them to get what they want. Yeah. The moon, Pisces energy. I told you, just lies, secrets. This person could have operated. This person could have operated the way they operated due to past conditioning. They were conditioned to act this way because this past conditioning has affected them presently. So they carry it with every relationship, with everybody that they come in contact with. It follows them. But things were not what they seemed with this person. This person could have been somebody that could have came in and told you one thing and did another. Yeah. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. This could have been somebody too who was they were all about their money as well. Really focused on material things, wealth. Somebody who was a hard worker, a very grounded type of person. They could have been somebody who was successful in their own right as well. Um, they may be the kind of person that they don't take a lot of risk either when it comes to their money as well. They may be the kind of person that believes in bettering themselves, um, because they could have came from past conditionings, where they came from lack, growing up, and this is what makes them uh, work so hard, to have the finer things in life, you know. Um, but they are definitely somebody. They may be somebody that thrives on being high status as well. They like to be seen and looked at as, that's the person that's got it together. That's the person that's got it. You know, but they're definitely preoccupied when it comes to money. Huh. Yeah. All right. So this could have been a counterpart for some of y'all. The Queen of Swords to the King, which is Libra. Both of y'all could have been air signs. Both of y'all could have been. I mean, this is just for some. Just let it resonate where it resonates. But I don't know. This is, this person likes control. They like structure and they like routine. They like authority. Um, they could have the gift of discernment too, but I don't. They could be somebody that may have manners, good manners, but especially when they're around certain people. But they are very cold and detached, though. You know, like you can be cold and detached only if you are pushed into it. For some of y'all, but this person is just like this. They are just this way all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is a head over heart kind of person. Um, they could have felt, I don't know, challenged by you in some kind of way when you, especially if you assert yourself with them. They don't like that. They don't you, if you assert yourself and say what you mean and mean what you say and stand on it and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. This type of person, they don't take that too well. This person, um they don't operate out of feelings, out of emotions. Um this person could be a logic thinking kind of person as well. Um I don't know. They may be somebody that's pretty good with making judgment calls when need be. And some people may go to them for advice too. They may be somebody that give good advice. They could work a job where they may be some kind of advisor, you know, or maybe some kind of role that they may play. See, they may stand on truth, but only to a certain extent. Only to a certain extent. They may not have been as truthful as you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles in reverse or Capricorn could be significant. Another earth sign. Um, this is somebody. Like I said, you know, they could be somebody who's reliable. Um, to a certain extent, maybe even trustworthy for some. But I think it all depends too on who they may be dealing with too. This is a hard working person though, as I said before. Um, they are definitely somebody who perseveres to get what they want. To get uh they they are slow moving. They take their time, especially when it comes to like relationships and things like that. Um, but they do things by routine, but they definitely somebody that's money focused. Spirit says that's the truth. With the Ace of Swords being here, uh, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Yeah. Um. I'm telling you, this is somebody that's like I said, very, very logical type of person. Very they could be somebody that's highly intellectual as well. And successful in their own right. But this could have been somebody who could have, with the Four of Cups being here, Cancer energy. This is somebody that could have rejected you in the past. That's why, and yeah, they could have rejected you because they let other people come in and manipulate. They were influenced by what somebody else thought. I'm also picking up that this is the kind of person that cared about what other people thought, like what other people, you know, thought of them, or maybe even the relationships they would get in. You know, this is where the regret is coming in at. Thank you, Spirit. This is what they regret, because that's what I was saying in the beginning. There is some regret here. They know why you separated yourself. Um, this person was trying to look a certain way, appear a certain way, especially when it came to like, especially when it came to like friends and family and all of that. They try to, um, somebody put a bug in their ear about you, about this connection or whatever else, and uh, huh, and they fell for it. You know, they fell for it because they was thinking about themselves. They was thinking about how things made them look. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now it's like, oh well, negative. This is somebody that they focus on the past. They may focus on the negative a lot too. They could have a negative mindset to a certain degree. This is somebody that won't grow. They're stuck. They won't change. They're stagnant. Um, they could be selfish as well. I mean, because they were only thinking about their reputation, themselves, and how things look, you know, to other people concerning them. Yeah, they got some regret behind it, some depression behind it. Now it's kind of like they fantasize, like, the could have beens, the would have been, if I, if only if I'd have treated Collective better. I knew that they were my person, but because I was too bent on myself and how things look, I did not treat them right. I listened to the wrong people and lost out. They really hurt themselves. They hurt themselves. Yeah. It could have been this old emperor. It's going to be my last card. Aries could be significant. Fire sign. Because like I said, this is somebody that's all about that stability, about that money. They like authority. They like structure. They like things to go a certain way. Because this is a very routine kind of person. Um, uh, yeah. Somebody who's very logic. Like I said, it could be an older man, could be an older woman, but it could, or they could be, very mature for their age, whatever. But they are definitely bent on stability. And they do like to be dependent upon. They like to be dependent upon. They like for people to depend upon them, especially their significant others. If this is a man, he likes for his women to depend on him because it gives him control to a certain extent. It gives him control. This is somebody that likes to control their relationships with people. But anyway, definitely, they know why you left. They know why you left. And maybe for good reason. But anyway, let me get a message from Spirit. And then we're going to close this thing out, Collective. All right, Spirit. Give me a message for Collective, please. Thank you. So Spirit says, no matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose. Yes, it does. It does have a purpose. It does have a purpose. You are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and your dreams. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think that a lot of you, like I said, are managed to put yourself in a good place after moving on from this person. It could have taken a while, but you did it anyway. You did it because it was the best thing to do for your own growth and for your own peace of mind. It was the best decision for you at that time. So anyway, Collective, that's all I have for this reading. If it resonates, like, share, subscribe, comment. And for those of you who's donated to the channel, thank you for the blessing once again. Collective, I will see you guys again real soon, hopefully. Blessings to you. Bye-bye.